Hi Dolly friends, welcome back to Maryland's Dolly Landon channel. So we're leaving the DMV in Paterson, New Jersey. I spent my entire morning over here, and it's downtown Paterson. So if you saw the first part of my video, I had an appointment down here this morning, and this is the city. If you saw, again, the movie Lean on Me about Eastside High School, this is where the true story took place, in this city here in New Jersey, Paterson, New Jersey. And so I'm just doing a tour from the van, just to show you all, what it's all about. It's a very old neighborhood. It's old. But I have to say, everybody here today was very friendly, very nice, and I felt quite safe here. I did not feel unsafe. I mean, look, when you walk out, I don't care what town, what city, what state, what country you live in, it doesn't matter, because in 2026, when you step out of your door from the comfort of your home, you're not safe nowhere today. Okay, you're really not. You have to go everywhere and anywhere with caution in today's world. Let's keep it real. But, look, I like to live my life regardless of all the stuff that goes on. And right here is the William Paterson College, and it is located downtown here in Paterson, New Jersey. But, I got to live my life. I got to go places. I want to do things when I can, when I feel physically well, when I can. And, you gotta, be cautious anywhere. And again, as I was saying in part one video, I'm just so tired of people, only I see on YouTube lots of negative videos about Paterson, New Jersey, when it's really a beautiful city with a ton of history here. And one of these days I want to, do a video. We have the Paterson Falls. It's absolutely gorgeous with real waterfalls, and it's a beautiful place. And, again, we have the train museum. There's the Lambert Castle here. There's beautiful shopping here that's really affordable. And so that's the college. Oh, that's Passaic County College. I thought it was William Paterson College. Or maybe they changed it, but now it says Passaic County. But Paterson is in Passaic County, New Jersey. And there's so much history here, and it's, it was for over 100 years the famous Silk City, where they made real silk. Then that industry left somewhere in the 60s or 1970s, something like that. And so I just thought it'd be fun to do a tour from the van while I was leaving, and also when I was in part one arriving, so you guys can just get a good look, from when I was a child, the area I'm from. Yeah, there's a lot of shopping down there. A lot of good shopping. Looks like they're building over here. Got some tall buildings. And, I don't recommend to come here at nighttime. It is known to be, look at that church steeple down there. It is known to be, one of the dangerous, one of the most dangerous hoods, one of them in the state of New Jersey. But you know what, you come down here in the day, everybody's nice, no one's really going to bother you, but again, you got to go anywhere today with caution. It doesn't matter where you go, okay? It just really seriously doesn't. But at nighttime, I really don't recommend to come down here, because it does get, there's more crime and more stuff going on. Got a school over there, and there's just all kinds of buildings and shopping, all kinds of stuff here downtown Paterson. But, you know, I would not want to come here at night. You know, you gotta be careful with that because there's all kinds of shit going on. Excuse my language, but it's true at night. But in the day, I feel comfortable here. I'm familiar with the area. I grew up here in the area, you know, and it's not all that bad. It's really not. And you got a lot of interesting buildings down here. A lot of industries down here. All kind. You got a party rental over here. We got graffiti. You know, you got everything over here. So yeah, it was an interesting day. I met a really intelligent, highly intelligent man who was very spiritual this morning. He carries a Bible. He was very clean looking and quite normal, but he was homeless. He was 64 years old. I met him having coffee after I was done with DMV here at the Dunkin' Donuts right next door. And, you know, he told me his true life story, how he, at a very young age, he unfortunately got hooked on freebasing, crack cocaine, sadly, and he ended up homeless for many years. And he told me his whole story. Here's an old factory. It looks abandoned. It's definitely abandoned, this here. But he told me his true life story, and he was a very nice man. He didn't even ask me for $1, not a penny, nothing. And he was quite interesting talking to. And I had lunch over here at Wendy's. And everybody just really was nice here today. Had no problems, no issues. See, here's a tent. And that's, you know, sadly a homeless person's home. That's somebody's home. And, you know, makes you appreciate what you have. You know, sometimes we don't always appreciate in life what we have, but we got to thank God for what we have, because that's a rough life, living out like that in a tent, especially up here, up north, where the seasons change. You know, it gets cold, it gets very hot, it gets freezing, it becomes humid, you know, all kinds of weather. Last week we had 80-degree weather, and today it's 40, 50 degrees. It's cold again. It's pretty chilly out today. So, yeah, you know, and I get really sick and tired of hearing all the dark negatives about Paterson, New Jersey, and it's the hood, and yeah, there are negatives. It is the hood down here. It is the hood, but I know all the positives here, and I'm glad I'm not afraid to, you know, come down here, because there's so much down here. It's actually a fun city if you want it to be fun, and, you know, you just gotta do it with caution like you go anywhere else. So, yeah, got some detour down there, and there's different sections of Paterson too, which I'm gonna do on another video another day. And there's even a really rich section of Paterson with beautiful homes. You have that too, and you know, so it's an interesting place. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I will see you on Maddie Monday coming up next. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.